Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Real back with another motherfucking review, man. This is Mayans season 4, episode 3, Overtime. Now, if this is your first time checking out Overtime, because you're new to the channel, you're new to what I'm doing, I basically, once you see my review, I encourage everybody to get in them comments, ask questions, give me the hot takes, put yourself out there. Because what you'll realize is I'm very wrong, but I'm like 100% in my wrongness up until I'm like, damn, I didn't predict shit right. But it's fun. So I see that with this show is so much engagement that I love to go through y'all hot takes, y'all questions, and we do an overtime episode because like who could get enough of mine? So I'm gonna read off some of y'all comments and questions and hot takes, and then I'm gonna start talking about that. You feel me? I gotta start with my OGs though. They've been waiting a long time for Mayans to return. They've been rocking with your boy from Mayans through to some other shows and back again. All right. Then we're gonna get into everybody else's. So the first one we got Bianca M. What up, B? So unpopular opinion. We can do without Emily and Adelita storylines. Like, why are they here? LOL. Now, I'm not mad at you with the Emily take. And let me get this straight. I don't believe Emily's storyline is necessary. But there's an Emily hive. I see y'all in the comments. Y'all be in there stating my girl's full name, Sarah, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And y'all really appreciate her acting. Like, because I think she's like Irish or something. But she's like, has an English accent and then can speak Spanish. Very impressive. Very impressive. Unnecessary, though. She should take her good ass acting someplace else. I'm sorry. It's just the character. I have nothing against the woman. She is doing an amazing job at acting. So don't kill me, Emily Hive, but her storyline, I'm just not. What? Who cares? So I don't think that part's unpopular. But, B, the goddamn Adelita, I told you, I will not let y'all slander my baby. But in like a deeper thing, Adelita is like, she's always necessary for this particular storyline because she has connections to the resistance. They could always play a part. Since there's no more Galindo cartel, we could say, because she made a deal with them toward the end. So they was like in cahoots. All right, you stop fucking up innocent people and doing this and funding us some money, and we'll stop stealing and blowing up your shit. Fair trade. Just be a good drug dealer. That's all Adelita asks for. Stop burning people in the middle of the fucking street. The fathers and sons in front of ice cream trucks. Fucking cut it out. Right? I think it was reasonable. I don't know. I don't understand cartel culture. But when did like brutality become like the number one thing? Like over making money is like, how can we really fuck some people up? Like we need to be the most feared. Like, damn, whatever happened to like being loved? Like, so in case shit goes down, the town holds you down. Like, oh yeah, you've been paying my bills. You come sleep in the basement. We got you. We got you good food. And so, but that's above my pay grade. I don't know. And cartels, I doubt y'all watching this. But if you see me in Mexico, I'm cool. I got no problems. I'm just saying, stop beheading niggas. But Alita got connections to the resistance, so she could always play a problem to LNG because the LNG cartel, because they seem to be way more brutal. We ain't really seen their brutality. They only fucked with each other so far, but El Banqueado, he's not looking as diplomatic as a Miguel. So I could see her ties to that. And if all y'all think Galindo ain't dead, she would play a big piece in it because again they had a deal. So I could see if he isn't dead, which I completely think he's dead. I'm still on that ledge. I don't give a shit. I think Miguel is done for, but y'all not convinced. So we just gotta wait and see. But if there was a way for Galindo to come back, it would be via Adelita because she still has the manpower / kid power to like disrupt LNG and maybe place Galindo back in a position where he could at least fight, put up a good fight, to take over his shit back. So maybe that. And Adelita's also the connection to Potter, who only comes around mid to late in the season. So there's always that. So yes, Adelita's necessary. Emily, yeah, I could do without. Let me see my boy Albert Shaw. He said he was waiting for Easy to pass that patch to Tank and get everyone's respect. I mean Hank. I think he means Hank. That would have been kind of cool. Wonder if later the issue in the desert, Easy gives it up for the time being. Take the treasurer patch first, earn your way up the ladder. Can you just can you trade in badges? That seemed like, I don't know. That's different, but I just don't see him saying, yeah, you know what? We fucked up in the desert, so let me just go ahead and there's a little bit too much responsibility. We got to go take care of LNG dude. Here, take this. I just sold it on, but here, rip that off. Let me get the treasurer one. Like, ain't the treasurer got something to say? Like, you completely written off whoever the fuck the treasurer is. Like, he's just going to be like, oh, okay, you trading yours up? I guess I'll let my cut go and I'll be regular. Like, oh, that's the part I don't see. I love Angel and he is toxic, but this is the turnaround season for him, which in these shows means death usually. And I may tear up when it happens. Yeah, I said it. Haha. Don't forget about what the fuck Steve's ma. Yes, I did not talk about Steve's mom and shit. You know, that was very emotional. But as far as this Albert, you ain't the only one that's been hitting me about seeing Miguel die. I mean, I'm Miguel Angel. What? Where are y'all seeing Angel's death? Is it? This is what I see Angel's storyline, which is typically what's been going on these past few seasons. Women trouble. He's two babies, one on the way, one under foster care that he believes is dead. The real love of his life is missing, and him pretending for nails, and then protecting Easy's ass because he keeps putting himself in these situations, and his bro gonna hold him down. I don't see Angel's death. What is giving y'all this? Where's this looming cloud of Angel death? And that's a big death. That's a big... like, if there is more seasons, which I think there will be, because there's so many places they could go, at least give us 6. If Angel dies, it's toward the end of the entire series. Like, I don't see it being right now. And, like, wow. That would be devastating. I don't see where y'all see that, though. Y'all, I don't know. Albert also has a hot take. He says, another hot take for the long term. Look, I love when y'all gotta preface it like, okay, look, this is about to be hot, but I'm talking, this is like down the line type hot spicy shit, and it's a stretch and may involve Potter. Albert, you a wild dude, bro. He put the whole Adelita is going to find Miguel on the streets and hook up with him. Okay, that'd be a random occurrence, and I mean hook up. Oh, you a dirt, Albert. Come on, man, you dirty. Easy's old girlfriend became Miguel's wife. Now it's Angel's turn. Oh, okay. See, you extra spicy. Easy's old girlfriend became Miguel's wife. Now it's Angel's turn. Both are missing their sons, and they are going to join forces and tear the world apart until they get their families back. Calling it now. This is going to be Emily's last season. Question is, does her death spark Easy and or Pops on some crazy shit? I don't know. Emily's a slippery one. For her to die, she has to matter. Right now, she doesn't matter. If Miguel is dead, and he's the only one who would want her dead, out of some like machismo or something, like his pride is taken and she hid his son for years, and then even, that, other than that, LNG could give a shit about Emily. Easy could give a shit about Emily. I mean, he don't want nothing bad to happen to her, but like he's not looking to kill her. Nobody in the Mayans care about Emily. Nobody in the LNG cares about Emily. Potter doesn't give a fuck. Like, there's one person in this whole season that will love to see Emily dead, and that's Miguel. But we remember how he tried and failed. He had it going. I know that was one of the most intense episodes. I said, this motherfucker's wild. He just straight drugged her up on the wine. Like, that nigga was like a dirty, medieval You know how like in the medieval times when they had the food taste, like that's how you poison the king. Like you know, I'm about to put this in his turkey leg. Like this king is evil. He's got to go. Like that was some I don't know. That was some dirty shit. But he couldn't go through with that, so I don't see Emily's death because who gives a shit? Like I just nobody cares about her. Who else we got? Uh, World Rewind. He said he would love to see Miguel return and connect with his half brothers. Pop's looking like another wasted season, wasting this man's talent. I've been seeing that a lot. He's a great actor, and yeah, he don't get a lot. Like I get the silent, brooding old man shit, but he was way more active early in the season. And we all been asking for that butcher to come back. We know it's living in him. We know he's a killer. I just, the way I see Pops coming through is something maybe with Easy and that dude fresh from prison, his boy from prison. We went from a 3-man cartel to a 2-person cartel, facts. Although Polo, the leader LNG, looking like a problem for the Mayans. Hopefully that storyline is on the forefront. All the extra Mayans are simply there to die in the second half of the season. Yeah, I guess they kind of giving FaceTime to people that could go that we don't give a shit about. Because we do know there's a pending war. The Sons of Anarchy will clean all those guys up during the war. Adelita is one of my favorite characters as well. At some point, she's taking that kid. Facts, yeah. I don't know, though. She's looking real... I don't know. Because, what is she going to do with a baby in her position? She's living out of a fucking Volvo station wagon and washing up in the bathroom. So, if she wants her kid back, she has to drastically bring her life up to a better place. Even when she was she was on the forefront of the Renaissance, Jesus Christ, the revolt, the resistance, having a baby on the run in the desert is not like the best. She didn't even think that part through because I'm like, so you're going to be attacking cartels and nursing? Like that. If anybody could do it, it'd be Adelita, but right now the baby is content. It's fed. It's in the house. There is nobody trying to kill him. I don't know if Adelita goes there because she's going to put her baby in danger. Like Adelita seems like the type that'll pull up when her baby like 5 or 6. Like, hey, I'm your mom. Like, let's go. I'll explain this shit later. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Hopefully she survives the story, but I don't know. True that. It wasn't a bad episode. Cut out some of the unnecessary stories like Emily. Couldn't agree more. Focus more on what we all want to see. Looking forward to the overtime. Here it is. Thank you, world. Now, Duke City Ghosts. What about Hank going to give the vest to Steve's mom? That was a powerful scene, man. Seeing Hank all tear up and his mother just confused and crushed, and you know what I'm saying? Because it happened and she didn't, I don't even know how much of the club business she knew. Maybe he shared, because, Steve wore his heart on his sleeve. Rest in peace, Steve. That fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. I like Steve. And that he was so excited to be a part of something. I could see, because it was his sister and his mom in that room, I could see him coming back like, yo, mom, like, I'm with this club. I got brothers. Like, Steve seems like that type. And she probably knew that club meant so much to her. And that's why I got to salute Hank. Like, he came through for his brother because he still fucked up over it. And that's why, and let me just say this. This is why I really like the Mayans. It's so much different from Sons. Not to say it's better, but you could see it's more introspective. Like, you might have an episode where Easy is like a side thought. Like, he might just have a few scenes here and there, but the focus is on more human because, excuse me, Sons built us up for drug running, violence. Boom. It was like action. It was conspiracy. It was some real, it was going down. And that's why we loved it. You know what I'm saying? Jax was it had lovable characters. Important people died in fucked up ways, and it was just whoa. Sons of Anarchy is whoa. You know what I'm saying? But this one, it gets into drug abuse, it gets into human trafficking, suicide, the repercussions, trying to blow up somebody's kid. What would fucking happen? War between brothers, and like breaking of the like this shit gets deep. And for a lot of people, when you come from something like Sons, it's like fast paced, high octane. You know what I'm saying? We out here hustling. To this feels more real. Like if I had to imagine what really joining a club like this is like, I felt like this is more so like real shit. And Hank giving that bloody vest to the mom is like a soldier falling in battle, like a folded flag when one of your brothers at arms went down over there in the war. And I mean, like, what else could you do? Like, that's how somebody would really comfort a family, I think. So that was a very emotional scene. Very great. Hank is very underrated. See, y'all, we kind of just like Hank because we just like Hank. But like, who can weld up like that on command? Like, Hank was sitting there like fighting back tears and releasing them. Like, you felt that whole scene, and the mama over there just not saying a word and just ready to crumble up. I was like, holy shit. I was like, what is this? What's this precipitation coming up? What is this? Why is everything getting moist? You know what I'm saying? So it was good. I didn't like how it was all bloody still, but the mama sitting there washing it off was a huge scene. That was almost like her coming to grips with it. Like, it almost felt like closure. Like, this meant something to him. It's bloody. I want to clean it. And then, you know what I even like too? The sister over there ready to roll. She rolling her eyes. She's just like, you upsetting my mom for this stupid ass club shit. Like, she ain't say a word, but this is the feeling I got right there. And it was just like, whoa. So that was a great scene. Let me see what else we got. My girl Princess Probably. What up, Pam? It says, I'm going to need you to put some respect on Manny's name. Let me tell y'all something about my girl Pam. But you going to see her in the comments as Princess Probably. Let me tell you something about. She loves her a toxic nigga. I ain't even got to talk to her. And I know she going to watch this dying laughing. But I can tell you one thing. I know she think he look good as hell. And she is Team Manny now. Because when she falls in love with a motherfucker, she's all about it. So Pam, cut it out. I don't want to stop it with the Manny shit. I already know where you lay on this. I feel like he's going to turn into Easy's right hand and come through in the clutch with whatever's going on with the dude from jail. Oh, that's a hot take. So, okay, I can see that. I can see that happening because there's only two people that knows about Easy's deal, as Angel refers to it. And that's him and his father. Well, three people, that the fam. So dude coming from jail raising questions and just trying to figure out, he been hearing shit and he's doing some recon type shit. Because brothers in prison that doing their bid, that's snitching shit. And if he brought you into that family, that prison family, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, that's some real shit. You can't just be out here snitching and making deals with the boys. So he doing his little recon work and he knows something, and I think he smelled something on Easy. And because the club don't know about Easy's deal because he'd be fucking big dead, Manny might be more understanding and might be with him when he get pressed by Buddy, his former friend from prison. So yeah, I can see that. And that probably make the little thing tighter. She say, Bishop is working my nerves. Okay. A, Bishop is doing the most. B, because we went from one king. Y'all got to feel where Bishop is coming from. And don't y'all start, look, this is what I don't like. Y'all not finna turn y'all back on Bishop, because if y'all go back to them reviews, we was one king the fuck out. All right, we had Bishop as one king. We was with Bishop. Now that the tables done turned, look at you motherfuckers got a problem with how Bishop's acting up. Like, stop it. He's emotional. He lost the crown. He lost his position. He lost brothers. And in his own fucking clubhouse, he has to look around at the niggas that possibly killed him. And they just they walking around drinking free beer, giggling and shit. These motherfuckers was about to murder all of us. You would feel away. And then here come Alvarez, who, yes, saved all of our asses. Let's be fair. But now you just not getting votes. You just like, yeah, you, here, Easy, you take your take your shit off. Now, Easy, you take it. We ain't even gonna have a discussion. Okay. So, boom. You would feel away. And yes, Bishop's whole goal was to stop working for cartels. That was the big move. We was all moving to get away from Miguel and get back to club shit. Because he never, in season 1, Bishop wasn't rocking with Miguel. But he was doing it off the strength of Alvarez. He didn't want the club to be involved with that bullshit. So, now we trade in one because he dead. So now we're going to roll with Conche, who I wanted dead. Who now got his own cartel connect. So now we got a fucking cow toe to another motherfucker. Like we some hoes. Come on now. Y'all got to feel where Bishop coming from, man. Like, don't do my boy Bishop like that. And he's acting his ass off. So I won't have no Bishop slander. All right. Nestor, a.k.a. Top Flight, got me cracking up. Yeah. She said, I don't care about Emily at all. Oh, we got a hot take from her. I think Easy might become El Banquero's new accountant and save the day once again. Oh, I like that, Pam. I like that. So, we knew the issue with him is that was the accountant. He knew all the shit. And she's going off the fact that it was on Easy to get it done. And, I mean, who would have foresaw Randall being some hugely dirty, nasty, filthy motherfucking pedophile? And Angel had to do what he had to do. So we know we got to make it right. And I don't know. I could see Easy. I mean, we got to make it right for him. I just don't know if that could work, though. Because Easy has a new responsibility as VP. And how can he just, what is he going to do? Like pack his shit up and move into Mexico with this crazy Banquero motherfucker and start doing his numbers? First, he got to find them shits. Now, maybe the hot take, maybe if I could maybe expound on that, maybe Easy's photographic memory or something comes back into play. Maybe he does some recon work, because this ain't Easy's first time having to go steal some papers and shit. He did that shit for Emily when they was buying that land and shit, and the lady didn't, you know what I'm saying? So maybe Easy breaks in, kind of type, you know what I'm saying, does some cyber shit or something. We don't know. Easy is multi-talented. We just learn more and more about this motherfucker every season. I mean, who saw that this nigga was part of a whole gang in prison? Like, I didn't see that coming. So we don't know what the fuck we know about Easy. For real. He could be a goddamn wizard with the computer. So maybe he will figure out a way to get so maybe not an accountant, but figure out how to put the accounts into LNG's possession somehow. Probably breaking into some federal shit. He does have federal ties. Probably would have been beneficial not to kill that rat ass cousin of his, but fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Rat face ass. So that's a nice hot take. Easy definitely got to make it right, because Pink Polo ain't going. We got a newcomer to the crew, Keanu Rose. I love long comments. All right, y'all never gotta apologize. Get it off your chest. Write out them long comments, because you know what that tells me? Y'all just as fucking crazy as I am. Like, y'all just be out here just loving on shit. Randall got what he was deserved. Angel did the right thing, but then again, they all in deep, deep water now that Randall's dead. True. She said she's disappointed that Hank gave Steve's mother a bloody cut. No, that was symbolic. This is your son right here. This is what I could give you back. She thinks Manny talks too much. Oh, here we go. The big question is Alvarez out of tune and losing control of the club? Can Easy and Manny save the charter? Easy promotion gives me Jax T vibes. Yes. I always, from the beginning, I always saw that. I was like, oh, Easy is the next Jax. Like, clearly. I mean, come on. But yes, That's a good question. Is Alvarez losing control of his own club? Well, yeah. But one could argue that at least motherfuckers is alive. At least we not no longer killing club members. He's treading a fine line. Cause what Alvarez is really questioning is when he was talking to Hank, this is basically what he was saying. Hank, do I need to shoot Bishop in the fucking face, or like, is he gonna come around at some point? I mean, there's just two options, and I'd hate to shoot my primo in the face, but you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if Alvarez feels like he has lost Bishop completely, and there's a fucking coup being done, yes, he's gonna shoot him square in the fucking face. But I don't think Alvarez is losing the club. I don't think he's out of tune. I think he came into a shit show, man. It's like when it's just like anything else. Like, you got one manager who doesn't give a shit at your gig and everything is fucked up, the accountants and all that. Then you get you a good manager to come in and he's left with a bunch of shit. So he can't even progress y'all because he has to fix what the last motherfucker just did. So Alvarez is putting the pieces together from a failed One King mission. So he's got to first get the club members to not want to murder each other, which Conche and them still want to get done, still trying to negotiate. How can we shoot Bishop in the face? I say we wipe out the whole Santa Padre chapter. He don't even want to like get rid of him. He wants to murder him and just say, hey, there was never a Santa Padre. But so yeah. So Bishop is like, well, let's see how this run goes, and then we'll decide if Santa Padre is. So it's still Santa Padre against the world. And as long as they riding, goddamn it, I'm riding. That's how I feel about it. Whipmaster Hart is another one of the OGs. Yeah, no. He was like, all I can say is Angel for president, little brother to his left, and Creeper Sergeant at Arms. But he says he's kidding. Obviously, nobody would put Angel. Nobody in their right mind would put Angel. I would, if Angel was the last Santa Padre member, I would. He still wouldn't be president. God damn it, you can't trust Angel. There was something else I wanted to see because I know I got y'all. I got y'all for a minute right here. I'm sorry. So some of y'all that I missed, my apologies, but I'm just go off the dome from what I remember that was asked. There was, I seen a lot of comments talking about, whose side are we taking? Like, or no, like they're gonna feel away when the Suns versus Mayans war goes down. You know what I'm saying? From the alliance of, because we love Jax and Opie and all them. They conflicted about who they want to roll for. You know, are they rolling with the Suns or the Mayans in this war? And I got to be honest with you. Ain't no goddamn Suns. I don't know none of these motherfuckers. When you listed Opie, I said dead. Rest in peace to a real one. Jax dead. Like, Happy's the only one that we know and love still. Like, and Happy might fuck around and be doing some work with the Mayans still. So I don't know. But I know one thing, I'm rolling with the Mayans in this war. I don't even recognize that table. When they show the Suns, I'm fucking oblivious to, I ain't got no ties. I told y'all, when that shit happened to Opie, man, my allegiance to the Suns was kind of the wavering. I was like, because Opie was like, man, fuck this shit. And I'm like, fuck this shit. And then Jax realized what the club was really on, and even Jax said, fuck this shit. So, I mean, I don't know, baby. It's Mayans. It's Mayans for me. I need my boys to come through. I mean, Suns is the OG. I loved them when they were all alive and flourishing. But the more that they start despising their own club, and, you know, Jack started getting with reading them letters from his father, find out the truth about the club and how it was built on lies and not really brotherhood and shit. You know, the right way of outlawing and shit. Like, you know, you kind of lose some shit. Then we had some comments about Coco and his erratic behavior. Now, let me tell you something. First off, Coco, the way he acting is a good sign because that means he's still sober. I remember when I first tried to quit smoking squares, them first 3 weeks, I was the angriest motherfucker on planet Earth. I was irritated, agitated, because it's like your body is trying to reject something that is so used to. You start like a dope fiend, man, of nicotine. Like you're just like irritated, but that's a good sign. So as long as Coco is frustrated, irritated with motherfuckers, that means